welcome to another episode of the FiveMarks Pro Wrestling Podcast, the second last episode of the year, and we are going back in time. Well, you weren't actually here this time.
No,
so
I wasn't.
But I am Mr. Martin 115, joined as always by my lovely dance partner.
How we doing, everybody? I am Cameron. Welcome back for another week.
And today, 1 year on, we are joined by the biggest man, the bootsiest man. He is a former Hard Knox All-Ireland champion. I had to throw that in there.
Too soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Boots Murphy!
Ew! Boots! Boots! It's gone! Don't break anything, please. Hello! How are you guys? Sir?
Welcome back.
Sir? Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me back. A year on. A year of me doing shit and you guys doing shit and fucking shit. Bleep all that out.
It's been a crazy year, though.
It's been a crazy... I feel like I need to move back.
You're okay.
Make sure the frame is okay on that.
Move back too far because I nearly fell there 2 seconds ago trying to do all this. Also, if you can see the blanket, apologies for that. It is fucking freezing.
It is cold. The hair doesn't count for anything. I still get cold. Yeah, okay.
Beard doesn't help either, really.
I can't grow a good beard. I have a beard, but it's not a good beard.
Mine's not a good beard.
Oh, you have a full, like, mine, like, just curls back into itself.
Mine's starting to,
Yeah, I have... It wants to go back in. It gets too cold and it wants to go back into itself. There you go. So that's why I trim.
But, as we said, look, I think it's like 2 days to the day we had you on a year ago, and obviously at that time you were very, very green.
Little baby, yes.
Baby. If you haven't checked that episode out as well, myself and Mr. Big Boots Murphy, go check it out. A lot has happened in 1 year.
I originally texted, I think it was you, Martin, or I met you at the OTT, one of the OTT shows. I was like, I'd like to do this again, but in person this time. And after I said that to you, you walked away and I was like, this was like summer of this year, and I was like, what the fuck do I have to talk about? There's nothing I can talk about. And then after that, like, just things started like clicking and I was like, I have a little bit to talk about. And then hopefully we get fan questions, which we
got fan questions,
which is really cool.
We got the whole shebang as well. I did a bit of studying last night for this one, so I went back and I listened to the episode we did around this time last year, which, oh my god, like I was saying to him off camera, like, it is night and day confidence level, not only for us, but I'd say probably for yourself now as well, for what we do now. You know, like I was cringing so much because I'm there. So what did you think about this little thing there? It's like, fucking speak up, Martin! Jesus Christ!
Second ever interview, to be fair.
It was the second ever interview. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, my second, and then you didn't get to do one.
Yeah, I didn't get to do one.
So
weren't you with Foxy?
I was with Foxy, but
yeah.
I didn't get my second one was much later.
Oh, right, okay.
Which we were bricking it for the Foxy one, and I was bricking it for the Boots one. It's great now. I don't really get too nervous unless it's like, I don't know, like LJ Cleary.
I get nervous for all of them. I don't know about anyone else.
Well, because we've gotten to know the guys now over time, so it's kind of like okay. I think Jay was the first time I felt like that. I was like, all right, we kind of know Jay now. We got to chat with Jay. You know, like at the time, like yourself, Josh, everyone was so like hadn't properly gotten to chat with Jay, stuff like that before. So, but I've taken some notes, and I want to kind of compare you a year ago to you now.
Ooh, this is ooh.
Baby boots to big boots.
Exactly.
So one of the first things you had spoken about, we were talking about like training and stuff like that in the ring. You had said we were talking about it was when you had your match with Sam, and you had said, like, you know, it was a good match, but you know, I get in my head a lot because I overthink what I'm gonna do and stuff like that. Has that changed at all in the last year?
God no. I think if you are not a person that, if you're an artist, I consider myself an artist when it comes to wrestling. I really pride myself on storytelling and such. And if you're not a person that watches your stuff back a million times and, you know, critiques yourself, you're not going to improve. If you go, right, that's done, I'm never going to watch it again, or if you watch it and you just go, yeah, oh, we got a good reaction there, we got a good reaction there, we got a good reaction there, and then don't look at the negatives, then I don't think you have the ability to improve as a performer, as a wrestler, just in life, really. Like it is such a life thing that if you don't take the negatives with the positives, then you don't have a full picture of what you're actually doing. So no, it's not changed, but for in particular that match with Sam, that's still one of my favorite matches. I think it's still one of my best ones, one of my best performances. But looking at myself in the ring now, like just last week to the week before, or to last year for the match with Sam, I'm moving around weird. I'm like, my hands are, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't have the call and response I have now with the crowd. So like just contrasting that is mental, and I love going back and watching that match, because that match, how Sam was in that match and how confident he is and how much of a ringleader he is something that I want to be, and how his philosophy on wrestling is similar to mine. I think, I'd hope, and I just like to have that level of confidence and take somebody who is not as experienced as me and make them as comfortable as he made me feel, because I was shitting myself during that lead up, because he asked me, "Oh, so what do you do?" And I just froze, and I was like, "Boots." I do the boots. I go, and then I just saw on his face, just like, okay, this is going to be a struggle. I could just read it on his face, and then the more and more we started planning, that face changed, and then after the match, she had nothing but good things to say. So
you said that that match was actually one of the first times that people like say Joe looked at you and went, okay, yeah, we got something here with this guy.
I think it was more so other wrestlers and other fans. I think Joe, not to be a dickhead, but Joe is a decent supporter of Big Boots Murphy, and he's had a lot of praise for me. So I think it was just confirmation more so for Joe, rather than just, oh yeah, I was wrong about him, but now I'm right, or I proved them right, wrong. Sorry. I think it was more so just, I know Boots can do this. We're going to put him in with Boots, and it's going to be a good match. And as well, which I don't think I really ever talked to him at this point, but Sam told me that if there was somebody that he needed to wrestle on that Contenders, that I would be an easy match, which in wrestling, having an easy match is a very, very good thing, or being somebody who's easy to work with is a very, very good and high compliment. And I don't even know if Barry had seen me wrestle at that point, but apparently he did, and he was saying, like, if Sam had the choice to pick me, and I got the call on the day about like 2 hours before the match. It's like, "Oh, you're wrestling Sam?" And I was like, yes. And again, it's still one of my favourite matches, and Sam is just an incredible talent.
I'm sure the lads asked you about this at the time, but how was that feeling when you do get that call and you're like, you're going to have this big match?
Like, I remember just, I don't think I was like fourth from the main on that show. I think maybe just after intermission. Yeah, I'm just after intermission on that show. But when the card was being announced, I was semi-main event. But so every match was getting announced. It was this match and that match and that, and like more and more. I like, half of my brain was like, "You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're not getting it," and the other half of my brain is like, "You have to get it. You have to get it. Like there's no way you don't get this." And so the more and more matches got announced, and I didn't hear my name. yeah, I was like that other side of my brain is just like, oh yeah, you're not getting it, and then eventually it's like, right, Boots and Sam, and I was just like, Aaron, Sesame Martina.
You did this last year as well.
It's such like a, I don't know if it's a no like kind of situation.
Like, lads go in here all the time and like they do that as well.
Grand. So Sesame Martina. I remember her just like grabbing me on the shoulder and going, yeah. And that one was kind of like settling in, and like a couple of lads coming up and like giving me a hug. It's like, yeah. It's kind of the same with the demo match that being announced. The amount of just people going up like, oh, that's sick, guys. At first you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I wanted that, and then it's, you see other people's reactions like, okay, this is important, and then the pressure comes on, and you're like, oh, I don't want any pressure.
I was just going to ask that, because like you obviously had that idea of like, will it happen, won't it happen, I don't know if it's happening, it isn't going to happen, and then that final moment of just pure excitement of it happened. How quickly do kind of the nerves kick in then afterwards, or is it still just that pure excitement?
I think that is the match that I've been most nervous, and I've not been nervous since. Actually, there was one other match I was nervous, but that match, Sam, even though he wasn't world champion, he was one of the two top dogs, and I'd already wrestled Omari, and that was like my first match, so I'm going to be nervous for that. Until I got to like the curtain, I was nervous, but with Sam, once we had first discussed the match, and then I went off into one of the corridors, and I actually just called the match back to myself. I was like, okay, this makes sense. Okay, nerves just went. But it was the most like, in the locker room with people who like Charlie Sterling, Adam Max did, and I'm like, I just be careful around, like don't fuck up and don't make an embarrassment of yourself. So I was just kind of added on top of wrestling Sam. So once I called that match back, all the nerves went, and it's one of the like 2 or 3 matches I've had where I've not been gassed at all. I got gassed like at the very end, which for me is very easy for me to get gassed. But for a big guy, I do have a good gas tank, but like I get gassed. But I think there's a part where like I powerbomb in the match, and after that, pin him 1-2. When he kicks out, I'm just like, a bit tired. That's the moment where I'm like, okay, I'm a bit, and that's like the last 2 minutes of the match, and it's I think 17-minute segment, which is it's pretty cool.
Look, I'm going to kind of go through these as we go along throughout the interview, because everything kind of correlates to something. So 2023, as you said, it started off quite slow for yourself. However, one place where we have seen you very regularly, we're currently in the school, is Hard Knocks. And you have, like, it's unbelievable to see where you're at now, because you come into Hard Knocks, even from day one, everyone's chanting Boots. So you came in then on, it was Unbroken, I believe it was, the fatal 4-way for the...
Should be there somewhere. Yeah, Unbroken.
Unbroken.
Yeah, Unbroken.
Fatal 4-way.
No. That was not my first match on Hard Knocks. No, it was against Anita Vaughn.
Oh, that's right. Then went to the fatal 4. That's right.
Yeah.
So you did Vaughn then in the first match of the Gold Ticket tournament, which, honest to God, was probably one of the, in Irish wrestling, I would say, probably like one of the like big person matches. You know, I've let you two really played it off. First night in the Hard Knocks crowd, what was it like for you?
I'm gonna shoot. I'm not ready. No, I watched the first Hard Knocks show, and to be honest with you, I wasn't very impressed by Hard Knocks. I thought all the lads were like, oh yeah, it's like the Tivoli kind of. It's everybody's on top of the crowd are great, blah blah blah. And I watched the show when it came out on YouTube, and just the audio mixing was fucking horrendous. It was horrible, and I don't think it improved at all. Sorry, but barely heard the crowd. It was you can tell this is baby's first show, and just personally, I watched it for my friends who were on the show, and then nothing really else, nothing engaged me. But then I was on their second ever show, which is Unbroken, and Leon texted me and was just like, "Hey, do you want to wrestle here?" And I was like, "You know what? Like, just because they had some growing pains, don't like take every fucking booking that you can take." That's my philosophy, especially at the start of this year, is take every fucking opportunity. And so I was like, all right, do it. The VOD might not be bad, but the crowd might be good. Like, people are saying the crowd is good. The crowd's probably good. And the only time I like heard the crowd in that show was when Josh, I can't remember what he does, but he just did he have somebody in like a crossbody and like yeets them? Yeah. The crowd just comes unglued for that. So I was like, all right, they're probably better live. And I was right. They were better live. The crowd in Limerick are mostly not wrestling fans, which is much better to perform in front of than a bunch of people who know what wrestling is, because there's expectation when you wrestle in front of an OTT crowd, because most of them aren't hardcore fans, but there's a vocal minority that are extreme hardcore wrestling fans, and there's that expectations to perform at a certain level and such like that. But I think my biggest strength as a professional wrestler is I can drag somebody who is not a wrestling fan into any match just by saying boots, right? So to go in front of Dawns and all these people, I can't remember who was on first on that show, but I think it was like probably just a wrestling match. Nothing wrong with that. I like wrestling. But to go from that to me, a big hairy guy with a cowboy hat, to wrestle a woman is such an out there match, and you already have that. It's like this tiny woman. Well, she's not that tiny, but like this woman is going to wrestle this big hairy loaf of a man. What the fuck is going to happen? And then on top of that, you have this big hairy guy in a cowboy hat yelling boots. You know, it's like, why is he doing that? Okay, that's weird as fuck. Boots, I guess. And then once that audience member sees that you're having fun, or you're just so engaging, they become looser. And then they get into it, and they get into it more than a wrestling fan would, because a wrestling fan would go, haha, this is very good. That's not the reaction that you want as a wrestler. You want boots. You want no, that was very good. Nobody wants that was very good. Even if you think you do, you don't. You don't want to impress the marks. Or no, you do want to impress the marks.
Impress us all the time.
Yeah. You don't want to impress the smart marks. You want to impress the marks, because they are the ones who are dragged to the show. Oh, what's this fake shit? What the fuck is going on? Why is that guy saying boots? Why is he being lifted up by a woman? What the fuck is going on? Oh my God. That's what you want. You don't want. That psychology is good. Like, fuck off. You don't know what we're talking about. You don't know how to plan a match. Fuck off.
Do you find that challenging though on the first day in Hardness to kind of go from that kind of wrestling crowd to a crowd who are just kind of there for a bit of fun?
Not at all. I'd had experience like on kid shows beforehand, and you might not think Hard Knocks. Yeah, a bunch of babies. Boots. Well, I had experience on kid shows before, and kid shows are kind of similar to shows with non-wrestling fans, because even a kid could be a die-hard wrestling fan. They just believe it, and that is way more impactful and way easier and way just more fulfilling to wrestle in front of than a bunch of people who know what wrestling is, who know what 0-1 is, or know what pro wrestling guerrilla is, you know. And not that they're bad crowds or bad fans, you like wrestling, love wrestling. It's just as a performer, they believe it more.
It's true though, because I don't, and I'm not just knocking anybody, but I've been at OTT shows where we've had these like 5-star matches, and the crowd are not into it. And then you go to the likes of Hard Knocks, where you don't have that wrestling crowd absolutely loving it. But it's crazy, like.
I will always say this, and this is me being an absolute prick, and I don't care.
Turning heel.
I got a holy shit chant off of a body slam. I didn't do a dive. Well, I technically did, actually. Never mind. Take it back. I take it back. Prototype moment. No, I dive off of the top rope and I missed, and she. But the dive wasn't the holy shit moment. It was me being picked up and given the most basic move there is in wrestling. Think of a wrestling move. If you're not a wrestling fan, you've seen a body slam. I got a holy shit chant off of that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do a suicide dive. Didn't have to come out and do all this fucking wrestling like shite.
Star press.
Yeah. Not that like there's videos of me doing backflips. There's videos of me legit and doing like the Nacho Libre Undertaker dive. There's videos of me doing that. I can do it. Can I do it well? No, but I can do it. Just what I do better is building a story that involves me getting body slammed and getting a holy shit chant to it. And Anita Vaughn is like so just one of my favorite people to work in Irish wrestling so far. I think it's the match I'm most proud of, because normally it's, even though she has way more matches than I do, normally it's veteran calls the match, and then you just have to, in those matches, what you have to do is just impress that other person. And that's not saying that you don't come up with ideas with them, but 9 times out of 10 you just go with what they say. But with me and Anita, it was our match, and I'm just really, really proud of that match. And like I said, I don't want to harp on it, but like when I was up in that body slam, like I vividly remember being up in that body slam, hearing that, oh! I remember hearing that and being up there upside down going, we got him. And then
one of those freeze frame moments where it's just like
legit, yeah. And like as a small thing as well, there's like I can't remember if it's on the VOD or like a recording of me being body slammed, but you can just hear there's a couple of women there who are just like really fucking into the match, just like and when fucking she has me up there, they are having the most mind-blowing just fucking orgasm of their life. It's just fucking and that, like, watching that back is more rewarding than getting that. That was very good.
I'll tell you now, if I was to text our mate Kevin, say, Kevin, first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Hard Knocks, every time he always says Boots and Anita. He so enjoyed that match because of like it was the whole match was built upon like you're the big guy, Anita can't do anything. Yeah. And then eventually she breaks you down, and she gets that big body slam. He loved that, loved it. So, like, it was a great match, and of course, as you said, I'm sure many of the women enjoyed it. But that wasn't the end of it then, because we went straight to Undisputed.
Do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch me spit my gum out.
Well, he does a caramel. So you were undisputed in that match.
I was undisputed in that match. I was in that match.
Tell us about beating women. Who said that?
Oh, it's alright when it's in the ring. But
why are you checking the time for that?
John, I will ask you this. Like when you get those moments where like obviously Anita body slams it, and you're up there and you can hear that crowd. How like reassuring is it that you've like that you've I don't want to say like done something right, but you've got that out of the crowd?
It's like it's one of the most rewarding feelings.
So what's it like when you like get that moment of like when Anita body slams you, and like I don't want to say like you did something right, but you did it right and you got that reaction?
I don't think there is a better feeling on the earth. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I don't smoke or anything like that.
Straight edge, and I'm better than you.
Preaching to choir, yeah. No. Yeah, so I don't know what it feels like to be in a field, at a festival, high on Molly. Don't know what that's like. I'm sure it's wonderful. But for me, what that feeling might feel like is being up in that body slam. What it feels like is me and Renzo being across the ring, he going, you fucking culty, or you fat culty, and I go, suck my culty dick. That those moments where like you can tell the crowd are invested, they get a out of Renzo, and then they get a or they first get a me flipping them off, they get an and then they get suck my culture thing like that's what like in that moment I thought two things. I was like, we got him, and fuck, my ma's gonna kill me. I'm sorry.
When I go home.
Was she at the show?
Yeah. She surprised me by going to the show.
What show you didn't want to run?
But so like I literally in the moment I was just like, suck my culture dick. That's great, we got them. Oh no.
It's like you spotters. Sorry, man.
That's quite funny.
Wait, but it's a really cool feeling.
yeah, I like it.
But then we move on to the fatal four-way then. It was you, Anita, Scotty Davis, and LJ Cleary, which honestly God was so much fun. It was kind of like not like a Rumble style, but kind of coming in, one at a time. So like, talk us through that match then, because obviously this is a second chance for you at the golden ticket.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be on that show. I texted Leon. I was like, "Hey, do you have any plans for me?" And he was like, "Sorry, kid, no." I was like, "Okay, cool." I think I'd just come back from holiday, or was just about to go on a holiday as well. And I was in bed and I got a call off of this random Facebook. I was like, "Oh, Leon, okay, hello." And he's just like, "Oh, hey, you coming down Sunday?" I was like, "Yeah." "Do you want to be on the show?" "Yeah." And so we, I got to be on the show, and what was cool is again I got to wrestle Anita. We got the call back to, which is mad. She's not been on the show since that.
Yeah, that's what I was literally saying.
Yeah,
Since she was
We were talking about it today.
Change that. But yeah, so I got to call back to me and Anita. Then I got to wrestle LJ, one of my trainers, which was fucking sick. Got to call with him, and that was a lot of fun. And we had to improvise like some of that match as well, which is quite cool. Bet you didn't know that, did you? And then I got to wrestle Dave for the first time, which was quite cool. And I've wrestled him like twice more since. Yeah. So that was just I had put it onto my story earlier that day, where a show I had a clip of me in like the third row of the 5th year anniversary LJ Cleary versus Sky Davis in the ladder match, and to go from that in 2019 to 2023 where I got to wrestle both of them in the same match is just full circle moment. And yeah, I thought, even though LJ is barely a year older than me and Sky Davis is a year younger than me, bastards, stop being younger and slightly older than me. Stop.
Hey, we're older than all of you guys, and looking at you guys are like, how the fuck?
Yeah, I'm a lot older than all these guys. Yeah.
My body is 20 times. What did you do? I'm sorry.
Same, and I don't wrestle.
There's one thing, one funny story I want to talk about from that night. Because that night was the night I lost my €10 Big Damo t-shirt. It's come down to his head now what he did.
I'm sorry.
So
I don't have €10.
it's okay. That t-shirt's framed now. That's a perfect. You've no idea. Like, he'll tell you, I was well delighted at the end of that night. We
what was that, like the fourth or the second take? We did like 4 takes.
So the first take was so we caught up with you backstage and just to get your words afterwards. And now the promo was like fucking intense. But there's one that people haven't seen, and that's where Boots in everything grabbed my shirt, and you just hear, and in my head I went, thank fuck this shirt was a tenner, thank fuck it was on sale. And I was like, I wonder is it so badly ripped, because obviously at the time I'm not looking, I'm looking at you going, I'm gonna die. But I'm like, I hope to God this isn't so badly ripped where like I'm going back and just there is just whoosh.
Do you know what? If we'll find that clip.
That would be great. Yeah, please do. And cut to it. Welcome back.
But and then obviously the second take then, like I actually love this. The second take is probably my favourite because that's instead of grabbing my shirt, you grab my head and you just see in my eyes I was expecting like, the fuck?
Your Scooby-Doo eyes.
So I had to bring up that fucking funny story. I don't think to this day we've ever spoken about that on the actual podcast. Even when I did a review of the show, I saved it specifically to be like, you owe me a tenner.
I do not have a tenner. Do you know how much the bus costs down from Kildare to Limerick?
That's why I got him to. I could afford it. My way machine.
Speaking of funny stories, I have a story about you putting my back out at one of the shows.
What?
Yeah. This is at the 1 year anniversary show. And as you were making your entrance, you went around and you were like, you know, with all the fans and everything like that. And you came to me and you shook me. So violent and so rough. I was there for ages trying to stretch my back up, my back was
I'm an intense man. I'm sorry. I just saw a big burly man like myself. I had to shake him. Just gotta get one.
It's one of the best moments of my life. But it's quite funny.
Didn't know I busted your back out there, dude. Sorry. Sorry, Karen. I don't have a tenner.
The back also costs a tenner.
Oh god.
It's okay. We'll put on your tab. Now we have to talk about obviously the show before that, Hard Luck, where you weren't on the card, but by fucking God, did you like talk about psyching the crowd up for such like obviously the first sold out Hard Knock show, put you out there and like wow, like literally you got the crowd fucking going.
That you just remind me. That's the third, only one of 3 times I was actually nervous because that was my first promo in front of a crowd, and I had written up this like 20-page promo. Went out to Leon. I was like, "Hey, performing." He's there, like, "Yeah, oh, that's great. Yeah." Cut it. Take this out, please. I was like, "Fuck," 'cause I had like promo where I just ran down the whole crowd, had like funny little quips about everybody and blah blah blah, and yeah, it was just way too long. I remember reading it to Keane Noonan, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know, it's probably a bit too much." I was like, "You can't even cut a promo. Fuck off." Sorry, Keane. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, it's way too long. And so the promo I went out with was pretty good, and I was just like, don't remember everything, remember, and I didn't. But you know, like wrestling itself, if you're able to cover it up with personality and character and being just all around handsome,
which you did none of that.
Yeah, I got put out of the fucking place. Just if I was handsome, I would have been able to. But yeah, if you're able to cover your tracks with wrestling and with doing a promo, then the fans aren't going to know. The fans are, if you go, let's hear it for LB Cleary, let's hear it for LJ Cleary. If you just exceed the energy you were putting out before, then people are going to go, oh, you fucked up. I don't care. I love this shit. So yeah, and then so that was. I've actually been nervous to go out, and Sam came up to me and was just like, yeah, he sounded a bit gargled, and I watched the match back. I was like, yeah, don't know what happened to my voice. Yeah. I don't know what this guy is saying, but I fucking love it. That's it. That's it. Says nothing, and he gets the crowd worked up. The biggest reaction. You know, it doesn't matter what you actually say; it's how you say it.
Were you disappointed not to be wrestling on that show?
No, I got to have free breakfast in Galacini's house. I was very happy.
Yeah,
yeah, like we were having breakfast, and Steve and Leon were just like, the only thing we're missing from the show, like we haven't sold that, but like how do we intro the show? And I mentioned on a night out to both Keens, that I wanted to do a promo on the show, and Steve and Leon mentioned that, and they just both do a bit of this. I was like, one of them said, "Well, Boots had an idea." I was like, yeah, it's a good idea. So that's how that came about. It was literally on the day, and I just suggested doing a promo, and they were like, "Yeah, we need an intro."
I wasn't being in the middle with that crowd though, because like I said it in an interview we did just before this, where like I've never experienced a crowd like that ever. That was wild. Like,
yeah, no, it was cool. It was. You can just tell everybody just wanted to get going, just wanted to kind of start. What's this?
I picture Steve that Robbie Mack left there. Cheers, Robbie.
Okay. I love the rest of Steve on that. But anyways, yeah, it was just a great right. Fuck it, let's do this. Let's go. Let's get this crowd fucking hyped. And all I knew I had to do was go in, go. And then the crowd would be like, yeah, let's fucking kill people! Ah! Do you know what? Fuck this shit. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Welcome back to the FiveMarks podcast, where I am now Caramel. And Caramel is Big Boots Murphy.
yeah, look, we were talking about Hard Luck. You want some big commentary in that show?
I did, yes. Oh my god, it's so fucking bad. Jesus Christ. For a show that has terrible commentary, I was the worst commentator on that fucking show. Even Joe fucking watched like Keen's match back and went, "Oh, commentary shite," and I was like, "Thanks, Joe."
Well, that takes it. I was just going to say, everybody says that. Like Axel says that about RCW, but it's actually brilliant. Of Joe saying that, yeah, we have no place there.
No, commentary is very difficult. I do not envy anybody that can. That does commentary. It is something I thought I'd be good at, and I was smacked in the face. A microphone face. What? A microphone hand to the face.
I feel like in Ireland as well, everyone's basing off of what JB Coleman and Angus do.
Yeah.
So like I think when you're setting the bar that high, no one's ever going to really meet it. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I remember I was thinking like, oh, I might pitch to Joe to like do commentary on the show or something like that. Never doing that. Fuck that.
Now we're heading in towards celebration, and this I took a quote from what you said last year, which rightly sets into this. Was for life we can't remember what we're talking about, but you said, and I quote, "I'm a long way off, but hopefully I'll win a title."
Hey.
Celebrations.
Hey, the best Christmas sweets. Fight me.
Well, I agree.
Fight me.
Yeah, I agree.
Except Bounty.
Who eats the bounties?
Snickers?
I don't like nuts.
Okay. So everything barred also.
Yeah.
If you were to replace Bounty and Snickers, what would you replace them with? This is really off topic. It's funny.
It's Christmas. That's a difficult fucking question. Oh.
Would you do like a Galaxy or like a Dairy Milk or like a...
Arrow, maybe. Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I think maybe the regular Arrow and then the mint Arrow. Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Celebrations if you're watching.
Just the weirdest thing, I know this is again completely off topic. I got a box of Heroes the other day. Is it Heroes?
Yeah.
And instead of getting a whole bunch of fucking small Toro bars, I got 2 full-size Toro bars in my box.
That's weird.
Send it back.
Yeah.
Send it back.
I was happy. Oh, 2 full-size ones?
I only want minuscule chocolate.
Do you know what the problem with Heroes is? We're on this topic now, we might as well talk about it.
Oh, jeez.
The problem with Heroes is, so they do nice chocolate and you get like double-decker bears and all those sorts of stuff.
Take the eclairs out.
But the double-decker bears
the
are
eclairs.
devised as an actual double-decker bear.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
So why put a double-decker bear into the box?
I don't know. If you can't recreate the chocolate in small form, get it out! Get it out!
The poor person walking past.
Let me tell you something, Boots.
Ready? Oh, perfect. We are back. We had some technical difficulties, so happy days for that.
Goddamn camera person.
Don't start your own podcast. But I was getting into to something you said a year ago to us in the podcast, which was, and this is a direct quote from you. I'm a long way off, but hopefully I'll win a title. And that puts us in to you versus Butch for the, I don't say AEW, the Hard Knocks All Ireland Championship. How was that for you?
That was a right. I wasn't actually told until the day who was going over. I wasn't even told until like a week and a half before I was actually doing the match. I'd heard rumors, but that was all I really heard. And just never really worked Butch before. I tagged with him, but I never worked with him. And so just figuring out how to work with somebody you don't really know, that's always it's always nerve-wracking. So I hadn't really trained with him as well, so I don't know like what he does and yada yada yada. So well, we came together, and I think I think it's one of my better matches. I spoke to Paddy Morrow about planning the match and stuff, and he gave me a few ideas for it. And yeah, I just again very proud that got such a visceral boo off of Butch untying my boot. I think that's another moment where I'm like, yes, we got don't do that. So yeah, I'm very proud of that match.
I feel like it was one of those few Hard Knocks matches where the crowd actually did do a massive turn, because like everyone's seen Butch going for the titles for so long. So like when you see Butch is announced for this All Ireland Championship, you're there thinking, okay, this is where he's gonna do it, and you want him to do it. And then like he comes out, obviously the studio get cheered, but like I feel like he was getting the bigger reaction until I want to say maybe like towards the end or halfway through the match, the crowd was all Boots. They were all on your side. I feel like there was such a switch from we want Butch to win to Boots has to win. He's who we want to win.
As bad as it is, I kind of felt bad because I think even from the start of the match, like Butch had a few guys there, but be narcissistic. It was more favoured on my side, and there's actually a point in the match where I'm like, "Let's hear it for Butch," and you get a few. Like, thanks. Tough crowd. Fucking. I thought it was like going to be Butch's moment, because he had. Was it twice? Yeah, twice. He wrestled for the World Championship. I thought it was just going to be. Here's a consolation prize for being in a main event and main eventer spot. But no, the decision was made to put the belt on me, which was pretty cool. If you would have told me at the start of this year that I'd win a belt 2 weeks after my birthday, I wouldn't have believed it. And to win such a lovely looking belt,
it's probably the best belt, honest to God, on this island.
One more time, like if your first wrestling championship is like the GN belt, you like obviously this GM belt has such a great lineage, but it looks like that.
Yeah.
You know, so or your first belt is the original Hard Knocks championship.
Oh
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool, but then you look back at pictures and you have like the Jeff Hardy belt, and you're like, yeah. Still, if I won the GM belt right now, I'd be bawling.
Yo, Adrian, I did it! Ah!
But I think that was one of the coolest things about you winning that belt. It's not only like your reaction to winning it, because you were elated and you could see that, but like the likes of Luke, Keane Noonan, even Bittersweet Josh, those kind of guys were so happy that you won that belt. How is that like, I suppose, having that connection with those boys and still being like them being happy for you?
I like to call us the School of Irish Wrestling 5, right? Being me, Josh, Keane, Sam, Luke, and Jacob or Stanley Turnpike. Well, that's 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maths.
7, count yourself.
Is it?
It's 7. Well, the list has gone down because I have the list here on my phone as well.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Dara started after us, and Noah is been training a couple of years. So
okay, that's fair.
So that's the worst thing I've ever done on camera. Jesus Christ. So keep it in. Yeah, so we're the School of Irish Wrestling 6, and I feel like we are the most varied and consistent group of lads. So, and as well, we're all really good friends, and we want each other to succeed. And as well, you can get jealous of any of the other guys, but what would you really be jealous of? Because I don't want Josh's spot. I don't want the Sam's spot. I don't want Keen's spot. I don't want Jacob's spot, and I don't want Luke's spot. And none of them want my spot, you know? So there's just this aura of non-jealousy and just support for each other, because we all recognize we're all different. We all want different things from wrestling. So why would I get jealous? Why would I get angry that somebody else is getting their character and their storylines over? Like why would I care that, or why would I get jealous that the Sam is gonna probably do something Christmas related on that show and come out as Santa Claus again? I don't want to be Boots the Claus or whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Father Boots.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. And I'm not saying that's a bad spot to be in. That's a great spot, and I think Andrea is one of the best wrestlers. Is probably top 3 wrestlers in the country right now, and is the most popular wrestler in the country.
Oh yeah.
And he is very, very talented, and I would love to have his exposure, but I wouldn't love to have his spot. I'd like to have my own spot, and whatever spot that is, like that's what I want. Luke Frell, who we've been how many? He's had like 8 or 9 matches, something like that. He only debuted a couple of months ago, but I don't want his spot. His spot is a lot different than mine. I'm very excited for him to get on shows, because I think he's one of the better minds in wrestling. Me and him kind of click very well with our philosophies on wrestling, and I can't wait for him to get on shows. But yeah, so we're all very, very supportive of each other, and I completely forgot about there's a video of me coming back from the curtain after winning the Hard Knocks belt, and it's Keane and Luke like running up and giving me a bear hug, That video kind of just makes me emotional, kind of, you know, and just not because, oh, look at me, I won the belt, blah,
I
blah,
want
blah.
a belt.
I want a belt. Hi, Caramel. That's my favorite part of it. Yeah, it's not that. It's literally just wrestling has brought us together and given us such a lifelong, just great friendship that seeing one of the other person succeeding is just, we can't do anything but just run and give each other a big massive bear hug. It was the same with Keane winning wrestling Robbie X. That was a big, like, fucking, we gave him the police captain retiring walk. Do you know that? You know what I'm talking about? We gave him one of those, and I don't know why, but I never went up to Josh and fucking gave him a big bear hug when he won the belt. I don't know why, but I congratulated him obviously, but I was like, which I feel bad. I apologize, Josh. And then with Sam, with his match against Santino at the stadium, he snuck back into the crowd. I spotted him and gave him like the biggest sloppy kiss I could ever give anybody in my life. So all of us are just incredibly proud of each other. Same with Jacob as well, getting onto Contenders. Just very proud of each other, and we recognise who we are as individuals and who we are as a group. And I think wholeheartedly, it's already true. It's already true. Like, we are the future of Irish wrestling. We are the stalwarts. We are what is going to bring back a boom period in Irish wrestling, and that's just truly what I believe. You can think of me as a dickhead, whatever the fuck. There's not a group of wrestlers in this country that are as good and as varied and as entertaining, as interesting as us six.
Yeah.
You know, we look at us in like 2 years. There's not going to be a single show without one of us. You know, and there isn't, because Sam is always on the show, Josh is always on the show, I'm almost always on the show, Keane is almost always on the show, Luke will start getting on shows, and shut up! Jacob will start getting on shows. Shut up!
But it's very true, because, like, you know, this is actually something I'm going to bring up later on, because as I showed, I put down a list of names for the simple fact of we spoke about this a year ago, and how much has changed in a year. You know, you're on the main shows of OTT now. Josh is on the main shows of OTT. Sam is just everywhere. He is everywhere. Noonan is just getting onto the main shows of OTT now, but everyone already knew before he even got there. He is the dark horse of Irish wrestling. He is just the one person that you feel like everyone's kind of not looking at when they need to, because like he is just a fucking extraordinary talent. Do you know?
They're just waiting for that one moment, and I think I am as well. But they're just waiting for that one moment for Keane to be given that opportunity, and that was Robbie X. But even more so, like I don't know, given a Sam, given an Omari on the main show, just to prove like how fucking fantastic he actually is. And people already know it. Like, this is what's so cool about us. Like, he was not struggling, but like he wasn't getting on main shows. I kind of was. Josh was. Sam was. But Keane is probably the second most popular wrestler out of all of us. He gets the most follows. He gets the most. He's been to wrestle in Belgium and Spain and been paid to do it. You know. He's wrestled in the UK. He's the only one of us that's wrestled in the UK. And he was the first person to wrestle outside of the island of Ireland. And he'll be like, "Oh, well, I'm not an OTT main card." It's like, yeah, but you are getting followed by every other woman on the planet, and you are. He's just amazing at networking. I've never met somebody who's just amazing, just great at fucking meeting somebody for the first time and then just making them fall in love with him. Actually, Andrea is probably the only other person I've met that's able to do that, you know? Just, they infect you and you're like, I like this person already, you know? And and when it comes to wrestling, it's like, I like this guy. He looks good. He can flip like nobody's business. I want him on my show. You know, so that he just needs that one match, and I do as well. But like, I think Keane is going to have that Terry Thatcher kind of just fire behind him, and once he gets that opportunity in OTT, there's not going to be a show without Keane in it, you know.
I was just going to say, do you think that's where kind of like Hard Knocks came in good, because it gives him that platform to get in front of a crowd and show what he's really good at?
100%, yeah. I think his match against Joey Scott and especially his match against CBL, I think are two fantastic matches in their own right, and then as well they just showed him what we've all known, what people on like smaller shows have seen, is Keane Noonan being that stupidly crazy athletic person, and like he's still learning like flips. He literally, not to spoil anything, but he literally just learned 2 new flips in training, and he does them. I'll show you after this. I have videos of him like doing it and just like going. He's still like he's such a flippy bastard. He's still learning how to flip, which
That's crazy.
that's mad. So yeah, he needs just that one fucking opportunity, just show everybody that he's the fucking dark horse.
But like as you said, there's the 6 of you, and like if you look at like the last year since we had you on, 3 of you have won championships.
Yeah,
Do you know, that's a huge thing. Who knows, in year fucking 2, all of you could be champions. Do you know? Because I feel like I always say I feel like we're in this kind of boom period now. Because like go back a year and 5 months ago, I had no idea about Irish wrestling. Do you know? And I feel like a lot of people like who are like me are discovering Irish wrestling thanks to Hard Knocks, thanks to RCW, and you know all the local promotions, we'll say, and you guys are getting to shine so much more. So like it's only a matter of time before we get the landlord pissing everyone off in Limerick. Before we get the chainsaw Luke coming down and just fucking like, I don't know, he's gonna cut the ropes or something like that. So that man scares me.
I'm very excited to see what Luke does in next year. Very excited.
You should be. Me and him talk a lot, and just his ideas of what he wants to do would make me excited. You know, and anybody that you'll sit down and watch wrestling with me, I am the most jaded, most cynical prick when it comes to wrestling. But anything Luke talks about, I'm genuinely excited about. We were literally talking the other day, and I was there like, this is so cool! So, yeah, just watch out for Luke. He's going to be fucking fantastic.
Can't wait.
So I'm gonna kind of go into the last things I have here in my notes before we move on to the Carmel's few questions, the Q&A, and the way I want to end this. But it was your goals for 2023, and I have each and every single one of them. Now, you didn't get all of them. Fuck. Like getting the slap Carmel one was just like, I don't know why that hasn't happened yet. But like one of the first ones you said, now obviously at the time he was, but he wanted to wrestle at Kingston. Obviously that didn't happen. Be on an OTT main show.
I did that.
3 times, 4 times, 4.
So, show off the Mania.
Yeah.
Tag team tournament.
Yeah.
The draw.
Wexford.
That's not major.
It's not major.
That kind of is.
Belfast.
And it's been six months since I've been on the main card.
Wow, really?
Mad, isn't it?
Doesn't feel like that at all.
So we have
Joe, if you're listening.
And Joseph.
another one.
Immediate unbooked.
Another one now. You can confirm whether you've done this. I feel like you have. Is wrestle the 5 lads: Noonan, Josh, Luke, Jacob. That was one of the things you wanted to wrestle your class.
Bar Jacob. I've not wrestled Luke, but I've tagged with Luke. So I'm counting that. But yeah, I've wrestled and I've tagged with Keane. So I've wrestled him once in a Rumble, but I don't really count that. But I got to wrestle him, tag with him and Luke, which like if we're going up to the north, most of the time that's the car is me, Luke, and Keane. So we got to wrestle. Actually, the car up to that Irish Comic Con was that car. So that was us 3, and we got up and we got to tag together, which was class. Yeah, so I've wrestled. I've wrestled Josh fucking
multiple times.
jeez, I've had 2 singles matches and like 3 or 4 tag matches against them. And then Andrea have technically wrestled in that 5-way for the GM belt. But we don't interact a single time in that match. But I've wrestled him
on the main show as well, which is cool.
I
was going to get into it in a couple of minutes, but while we're on the topic
another
of
woman I
that
beat
match,
as well, even though I didn't didn't interact with her as well. But I was in a match.
How was that to have a title match on a main show in Belfast?
It was cool, especially being in there with such talented people. I think one of the better matches of that night.
I agree.
But it was a fine match and it was pretty cool.
Funny bit of wrestling. Another one that you wanted to do was get outside of OTT, which we know you have now. You wanted to go down to RCW, Hard Knocks, stuff like that. And
practically everything but OTT at this moment.
You know, you've a former Hard Knocks champion now.
We don't like to use former.
Too soon.
It should be there. You wanted to keep producing promos. That was one of your main things. Is that you had to have so much fun making the promos and making the shows better. That like it always makes you happy to see like one of the big ones you said, like you got a promo up on Scrapper, I think it was Scrapper anniversary. So that's another thing which you want to just keep making promos.
I don't want to do that anymore. That is somebody else's job. It is not mine anymore. If I lived in Dublin, I'd probably do a lot more. But I don't live in Dublin, and I like you mentioned off camera that you didn't want to lug around a big fucking case of equipment. I don't want to do that either. That's why I think I have to do it on Wednesday. I'm not filming a promo, but I'm taking some pictures and I don't want to do it. Well, I will. I don't want to do it.
Now, this one I know you haven't done yet with wrestling in the UK. Is that still something going to 20?
I've wrestled in the north.
It counts. It counts. It is the UK. It is the UK.
Don't you fucking.
And I at the time of that interview, I didn't wrestle. I hadn't wrestled in the. Oh no, I had actually. Never mind.
Wow, and he lied to us.
I lied to you. I was nervous. No, I count the UK as more like I got to train in Wales, but that's.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's as far as I've gone. So
now this one we need to know because this was your last thing. Get a brand new pair of boots.
I'm in the works. It's in the works. It's been sketched up, but
it's the Crocs.
It's the Crocs. It's the Crocs.
I hope it's the Crocs.
Amazing. It is something like that. Plain black pair of boots cost me like €350. Yeah, just for those. So it's an expensive thing. I wish I never said boots in my life. Because it's a fucking curse.
Could have just wrestled in a pair of penny shoes.
Oh man, could you imagine being able to wrestle in shoes? Be lovely. I'd always wear boots. But yeah, it's in the works now. I'm trying to do some like cool design, maybe a few tassels. Get quirky, get spicy. But yeah, there definitely will be a new pair of boots in 2024. That's not a hope, it's a promise.
Can't wait.
And look, before I give it up to you, Jas, we have a question you want to ask. That's 2023. We're going to a brand new year now, 2024. What are the 2024 goals, other than buying a new pair of boots from Big Boots Murphy?
Big boots. I've less goals now than I would have last year, because I think I said it last year as well. If I never wrestle again, I'll be happy.
Yep. Because
I've gotten to wrestle Damo. I've gotten to wrestle most of my trainers. I've achieved my dream somewhat. My dream has evolved, but my dream was to be in a professional wrestling match, and I did that back in August 2022. So for right now, my main goal is to actually wrestle outside of Ireland, and actually wrestle in the UK, which Northern Ireland's part of the UK. Don't kill me.
Great. There's the episode gone.
Yeah. But wrestle in England, Wales, Scotland. Wrestle in Italy. Hopefully, that'd be kind of cool. Just wrestle anywhere outside of Ireland, and then try and reach 1,000 followers on Instagram by the end of the year. I'm at like 650, so hopefully by the end of 2024 I'm at 1,000 followers on Instagram, and just keep making content for Instagram and TikTok. I think just looking at my stats today, just in the last 3 months I've reached like 2,000 accounts that don't follow me, which is pretty good for me. It's not it's a lot of engagement.
It's very good, yeah, very good.
One of the videos I put out recently got about 2,500 views, which for me, Keen Noonan, right? Go on to Keen, go on, that jacked up motherfucker. Go on to Keen Noonan's TikTok, right, and try and find a video under 500 views. You will not succeed. That man gets like, will put out the most like fucking horribly cropped video and fucking words plastered all over the screen and get like 4,000 views. I'm like, you cunt. I went to Dublin in the freezing cold, half shirtless with a fucking cowboy hat, going up and talking to random people, spent like 2 hours fucking editing. I'm still editing videos for it, and I get 2.5 views. He goes and does a fucking flip and gets 4,000 because he has fucking abs. Cunt.
Let's actually talk about that. Go around like talking to people.
Yeah, my abs.
How willing were people when you like this big fucking massive guy going, "I'm Big Boots Murphy," you know, going up like asking them questions?
So I approached him not as Big Boots Murphy.
You're okay.
I don't approach him as Big Boots Murphy. I go up to him and was like, "Oh, sorry, would you like to be part of the TikTok?"
So nice and calm. And
Yeah,
just,
'cause,
that's the record. This is Big.
I think there was like a few where I would be like, but most of them I just go, "Hi, would you like to be part of a TikTok?" And they go, "What's the TikTok?"
I'm a stripper.
Practically. But I'll explain the concept and half of them will go, "No, it's okay, thank you." Or someone will go, look at the thing, go, "Okay." Okay, let's do it. And so yeah, and then I'll go, "Right, this is the concept, blah blah blah," and we'll hit record, and then I'll go into character and they're just like, "What's this weirdo doing?"
It's got out of hand real quick.
There was one like where I got people to just yell boots.
Yeah.
That video, which I'm very disappointed that didn't do very well. There was one group of people that were just very hesitant. I went up to them and I think even one of them said like, "Oh, he's wearing a cowboy hat. He's racist." Just out of nowhere, they were very, very hesitant. And then as soon as I got into character, they loosened up, and then I just keep going they go 1, 2, 3 boots. They'll just yell it, and I'll keep going. I go boot, and he's just looking at me like, and then that, like I said earlier on, when you are having fun, it loosens people up, and unless they severely dislike you, they'll loosen up and have fun with you. It's something that's benefited me in wrestling and outside of wrestling. So if I'm feeling very awkward around people, I just start having fun, and then they kind of start having fun with me. So
It's a good way of doing it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
It's
It's
your
over
turn
for me. Yeah. So there's 2 questions I want to ask you. 2 things that I want to talk about really. One is unfortunately what happened last week at Hard Knox.
Of course, he brings it up.
In Unmatched. Look, we have to talk about it, unfortunately. Renzo Rose unfortunately beat you and took the All Ireland Championship.
yeah, look, it's not about the champion doesn't make the championship doesn't make the champion. The champion makes the championship. I'm very proud of my match with Butch, and I'm very proud with my match with Renzo. I think that's like the 5th or 6th time we'd wrestled, or 4th, 5th. And I think that's our best match that we've had. And I'm very proud of the match, the story we told. and I think that as also as well, what I'm most proud about in that match is that promo I did was completely on the fly. So I'm very, very proud that I got to do that. Because that was not out of challenge, that was out of neglect. I neglected to write down the promos, and I was about to go out. I was like, oh, what the fuck do I say? So yeah, I'm very proud of that match. Would I have liked a longer reign? Yes, but again, that doesn't mean I can't win the belt again.
But I think there is that rematch in store, because not only like he targeted your leg, and I don't know if he fully injured you or not, but he targeted your leg and still cheated to win the match. So I think if anything, there is a plausible cause for a rematch.
100%, yeah. And I'd love to step back in the ring with Renzo again, and you know, maybe go hardcore.
Ooh.
No.
A flower.
That's for Steve. That's for this man here. That's not for me.
It's going to be a roses on the pole match.
Oh, he's already had a flag on a pole match this year, so yeah, no, I'd love to fight for that belt again, but there might be something else for me. I don't know if that's the direction that I'm going in. If it is, fuck yeah, I'm gonna kick the shit out of him, take that belt back. If not, whatever the fuck I'm going to do is going to be one of the best things on that show.
Nice. I like it. There's a reason I said that one first, is because I do want to talk about your match against Demo, which happened at the anniversary time in Wexford at the festival.
Live in Wexford.
What was
Big Boots Murphy presents.
How was your reaction to finding out that you were going to go up against Demo?
That I think I mentioned it briefly, but that was so we were doing the School of Arts Wrestling camp, and I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who I was talking to, and Jacob, Stanley Turnpike, he just went, Nathan, and just did one of these. And I just went, what? And I just went, is that real? And then I fucking went ballistic. You tell anybody, Keane Noonan fucking called me. I was like, lad, I'm on my way. Like, what the fuck? Ah! And Josh came on and gave me a big hug, and Andrea as well. So, and a couple of the people just came up and was like, congratulations, because sorry, I don't know why I turned to you.
Okay,
Sorry.
Okay.
That's more polite. I went up to Joe at one point. I was like, "Hey, you're booking Damo for Enniskillen. I'd like to wrestle Damo. That'd be pretty cool." And
No.
essentially, Joe was just like, "I don't know. You're both baby faces. I don't know if it'd work." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll leave it at that." And then I was like, "No, I'm not going to leave it at that." And we did a promo class, and I was the last one to go. My first time with like the cowboy boots I have that aren't wrestling, cowboy boots, and I was in full get up. Bored myself. And I go up and I start doing this promo, and I'm building it and I'm building it and I'm building it up until the point where I say big Damo, and like it's not tough, but it's very rare to get a genuine reaction out of the lads. That is like excitement when you're doing a promo class, because it's all your mates and it's tongue in cheek. You pretend, but what I felt was an actual like genuine excitement for when I mentioned Big Damo. Everybody just goes, "Ah, and I stopped there and I'm like, oh, this is actually like being in front of a crowd. I was like, shit, and I'm blind without these glasses, but apparently people were telling me Joe's just there like with his okay, I get kind of smirk, and so that's I think how I got that match. Was promo and promo class. So for any people that are trainees that are watching this, just try shit. That's how I became Boots. That's how I got my match with Damo. Just try shit. It works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. But what if it works? Just do it.
Worst you can tell is no.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
So,
yeah, no, it was quite exciting.
how was the match?
terrible. Like, he doesn't know how to work at all.
Will they ever make it to the WWE?
Big baby. No, it was very good, very easy. I think I loosened them up when I was like, don't know why like people do like dives and shit. Not me, brother. I do simple shit. And he's sort of like, and we had a money match, which was one side of the audience was my side, the other side was like like the Reese and Robbie X match. Sorry, that's for somebody else. Con, calm down, Con.
Oh great! Now we got the Mad Dog after this.
But so we had a money match, and one side was mine, other was Damo, and whoever won, their side got tennis balls thrown out with 5-year-olds taped onto them, and so I'd be like, "This is my side." Damo would be, "Is this my side?" Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was an actual match where I got to bump. I love bumping, and I can't do it very often because Ireland decides to breed small people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Which all we eat is meat and potatoes, and you're all tiny. What the fuck is up with you guys?
Yeah.
Grow. But yeah, so I actually got the bump. That was a lot of fun, and there was actually one point where he tested me, and I succeeded because he goes, "Oh, what's next, kid?" And I just go, "This," and then I start calling the match back to him, and he afterwards he's just like, "Oh yeah," and when I forgot, you remembered, and like the only like feedback that he had was to slow down, and I'm a very slow wrestler, and for him to be like, "Yeah, go even slower," like,
Yes.
Good, yeah.
It's the old saying.
yeah, it's literally the only feedback that he gave me. So that's very proud. I'm very happy with that match. I think if we do ever wrestle again, I hope it's a face heel dynamic because that'll benefit the match a lot more. But, yeah.
Do you know what? It's probably in the fan questions, which I'll cut to in a second. But I want to ask this question because we did an interview before this, and I asked this question. So, who's your dream opponent? But I want two people. One, which is non-Irish wrestling, and one that is Irish wrestling.
Irish wrestling is Paddy Morrow. Paddy Morrow is the greatest Irish wrestler that has never signed to WWE.
Underrated too.
I think he's one of my trainers, and he is probably the greatest Irish wrestler that has not been signed to WWE.
100%.
He is just so knowledgeable about professional wrestling. You could think you know everything about wrestling, and Paddy would know more. You know.
Do you find he's underrated? In my opinion, anyway. I think
By
he's underrated.
fans, yeah. By fans, he's definitely underrated. He's beloved, but nobody really brings up like his match against Eddie Kingston. You know, that's one of the best matches that's ever happened in OTT. And I think it's on like of Kingdom Monsters. I think that's the name of the show. Shite name. Sorry, Joe. But he's just incredibly underrated by fans. But if you speak to another wrestler, one of the first people that you mentioned for sellers is Paddy Morrow. One of the best workers is Paddy Morrow. Paddy Morrow is just incredible. He's just the most incredible talent, and I don't know if he ever wanted to go to the WWE, but if it's a case of he didn't want to go, if he did, he'd be there right now, either as a talent or as a trainer.
You could see him working in NXT as a trainer, like 100%.
100%. And like I'd heard like JD McDonough or Jordan Devlin, he was training, a couple of people in NXT, not like as a full-time trainer, but he had a hand in training some people, which a lot of wrestlers do. Even here in Ireland, I consider Jay one of like somebody that's really helped me develop. But he's not a trainer. But Paddy Morrow helped train Jordan Devlin. I don't think he's one of his main, but I can imagine Jordan learned a shit ton from Paddy Morrow, and he's taken that to the WWE and helped train some of the WWE talent. That's how like good and influential Paddy Morrow is. And the fucking bollocks. He retires, right? And even before making my debut, he was one of the guys that I wanted to wrestle. And he retires. We all have a big collective cry. And then the next week, we're in training, and literally 1 week later in training, I give him a spine buster onto the crash mat, and he goes, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have retired."
Okay, no shit.
And then I'm sorry. And then like one of the last Belfast shows, he goes, "Oh man, you make me want to unretire," and I'm like,
Stop teasing.
"Stop!"
I don't think anybody's against Paddy Morrow coming out of retirement. Nobody.
No one person. His knees.
There's one.
Yeah, probably.
His knees are probably
yeah.
Paddy, stop.
Yeah.
There's also Matthew Smith, who retired him.
True. And that would be unfair for my birthday, buddy.
Yeah, true.
We were born like 3 hours apart.
Would be unfair. I didn't know that part, but yeah.
Yeah,
it would
And
be
we've
unfair.
known each other since.
Like it's such a simple little thing, but like we're born on the exact same day, 3 hours apart, and we're both in professional wrestling in the same school.
Yeah.
It's weird as fuck.
Crazy.
And you're both the social lead.
I'll go with the. And what was the question? Dream
Anybody
of homes.
outside of Ireland, yeah.
Outside of Ireland, there's a shit ton, really, to be honest with you.
Give me two. Give me two names.
Andre Cleary.
Yeah, technically. I've already wrestled them, so. MJF, I think, is the best wrestler in the world right now, bar Roman Reigns. Those two are. I'm not saying Roman Reigns is my other pick, but MJF and Roman are the best wrestlers in the world, and they have a very similar philosophy to wrestling as I would like to have, and I think I have. And so, yeah, again, he was a wrestle dream, MJF. He did a slam match, like a handicap slam match.
Yeah.
And I love doing slam matches, and got some of the best reactions of the night. I literally was on the edge of my bed, just like, "Oh, this match is amazing." This throwaway fucking Ring of Honor tag team match is like amazing. Watched Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. and I fell asleep. Like,
Yeah, boys, yeah.
No, I think those two lads are great wrestlers, but MJF is the type of wrestler I would love to be, and I think he's fantastic. And other than him, probably Jay White. Like I loved their match from a couple of weeks ago at Full Gear. That is one of the best matches of this year. There's the part where the fucking guns are on the outside and they're fucking beating up MJF, rolling them back in 1, 2. Jay is distracting the ref again, and then he finally catches them. And fair play to the ref, he played it perfectly. And the crowd is, and he's like, and the guns are, no. And then he's just like, and Jay is like trying to stop him. He's like, no, it's okay. And he's like, fucking pushes Jay back. And he's like, "You are here!" And the fucking crowd explodes. Everybody says that Hangman and Swerve are the best match in that night. I've not seen that match, but I call bullshit, because there is no fucking way in that match there's a bigger reaction or better reaction than the guns getting thrown out.
Hangman drinking blood.
Does that get a
That gets a wah.
that gets a wow, but that doesn't get, "This is the best moment. Yeah, get them the fuck out! Get out! It doesn't get one of those. That is a better reaction than, "Oh, don't drink his blood. Hepatitis C." Fuck that. Remember Bob Orton and Undertaker?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Forgot about
So I love that type of wrestling. I'd love to wrestle MJF, and I'd love to wrestle Jay White, because they are the best at the best form of wrestling, which is And I'll throw Roman in there as well because he's fucking fantastic. I think they understand what true pro wrestling is, and everybody is like just ignores it, because when you are an amazing professional wrestler, people don't call you an amazing professional wrestler. They do, but they just sit down and enjoy your wrestling.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of like the indie darlings, even Kenny Omega at points, people sit down and go, this is going to be a really good match because Kenny Omega is really good, and that's it. When MJF sits down, when MJF is in the ring, you sit there and you go, what the fuck is he going to do? Oh, and then he'll suck you in. He'll fucking work a leg or something, and he'll suck you in, and you will be just invested and not interested in. What is my opinion on this? Fuck your opinion on the match. If the match is like drawing you in and making you fucking go, oh my god, yeah, 1, 2, oh! Yeah. If your match is going 1, 2, oh! If somebody's immediately clapping after you've kicked out, you don't have a good match, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't look for Twitter clips. I don't want people posting my shit on Twitter. I want, or sorry, Robbie X. I don't want people posting my shit on social media going, oh, this was really cool. I want people to fucking put their phone down and go, 1, 2, oh, come on! Yeah. That's what I want. And that's my favourite wrestling. And Roman Reigns, Jay White, and MJF do that the best.
Love it. Yeah. Martin, fan questions.
Oh, and the fan questions now? Perfect. So,
ew.
We have had plenty of questions sent in, and you have no choice but to answer every single one of them.
That's fair.
So,
but you can't tell them all to fuck off, like, but, you know.
I mean, it can. Like, watch, it's Claire, fuck off, your questions are shit.
He said that, not us.
Say Claire.
She just kicked my ass. So, I will actually start with hers as well after being rude. Do you know Renzo was a big cheater?
Watching the footage back, yes. I knew he was a cheater when, well, technically the match didn't start, but he hit me in the knee with the belt. That kind of, yeah. And he also hit me with, which not a lot of people saw, and I only found out afterwards. He fucking hit me with the roses, and I was like, he hit me with roses, but that felt like metal. There was a fucking metal pipe in it. So, fuck you, Renzo. Prick.
Who from any era of wrestling, alive or not, would you love to wrestle?
He's saluting those 3 people, so.
I forgot about Walter. Or Gunther, sorry. Out my chest. I would say maybe even though he's extremely racist, Hulk Hogan. I think
your favorite wrestler.
He's not wrong. I used to hate Hulk Hogan when I was.
Still hate Hulk.
No, but like even as a wrestler, I thought he was boring as fuck. And then I started training, and I was like, "This is the best wrestler on the fucking planet." Mount Rushmore, right there. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, he's incredible. I think you are an incredible professional wrestler if you can make everybody stand on your feet by doing.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, if you really like take a step back and think about that. In front of like 60,000 people, he can make them all stand on their feet by doing that. He doesn't have to flip. He doesn't have to fucking do anything other than that. He just establishes that is something important, and you just have to invest in him, and he can control the crowd. That's what I try to emulate, is not the racism, but the wrestling part is like, can I get somebody to get on their feet by raising my foot and doing that? Can somebody go, I want to see something incredible by me going, what's made for walking? You know, like little shit like that. I think it's actually, and MJF said this during one of the press conferences, it is harder but more rewarding to do nothing and still get the same reaction as doing the front flip and the back flip and blah 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 and the chop off and shit like that. If you can get a reaction, let's say, of somebody untying a lace on a boot, doing a big body slam, just one big body slam, or me and Amari got a great reaction of me putting my hat on Foxy and Amari knocking it off, me putting it back on, him knocking it off. That was in front of a Comic-Con crowd. None of them are wrestling fans. It's very hard for them to get into wrestling because they don't know it, but they understood. Good guy wants the hat on, bad guy wants the hat off.
Yeah.
We don't like the bad guy, we like the good guy, and we got a great reaction out of that. So yeah, Hulk Hogan is somebody I would love to maybe even not wrestle, but like just sit down and talk wrestling with. He's also a fucking spine-infused racist.
Yeah. And a liar. Big fucking liar.
Big fucking liar.
Did you know that he wants... What's the flight one?
He once wrestled 400 days in a year because he flew over and back to Japan so many times.
I believe it.
He ended up adding more days onto the year.
Lord, 50 days.
Yeah. Just been flying over and back to Japan.
Fuck yeah.
Could Clodagh kick your ass?
My sister?
Yeah, that's what she asked.
Oh, you Clodagh. No. No.
There you go, Claire. There's your answer. Well, Claire said, I said definitely, so.
Woody.
I'm telling you, she's a dick. Tommy asks, is he excited to be opening his new store in Carlow?
Oh, yes, there's a Boots opening up in Carlow. I should sue.
Do you know what you actually should?
I should sue for the intellectual property of the word boots.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You'd make a fortune.
Oh, man. No, it would cost a fortune to go to court over nothing and get countersued and like have my testicles given to a company or some shit like that. I don't know. Fucking hell.
Oh, it'd be great.
So I'm not saying no.
So another question. If you could have matches with someone forever, who would it be? Jesus, forever?
If I had wrestled more, because I think I haven't even cracked 50 matches. But in terms of having an just day off, in terms of wrestling somebody,
Cold.
yeah, it is. I'd say Sam, just from my experience.
Yeah.
I think
That's fair,
if I wrestled Sam forever, like we could structure a match and do a match that literally fucking just constantly pointing at each other and get like the biggest reaction on the card.
Put the OTT title on the line. Let's make it the longest OTT title match ever.
Just like you, no, you, no, you, and build that up.
Do you know? Did you ever see there was a Family Guy? That clip is in was like the two brothers like going around the circle, fucking just like, go on, you strike first. Just the two of you there for 50 years. Just, you, no, you.
Yeah, go everywhere with that match.
Cian or Luke? One lives, one dies.
It's a shit
That
question.
is so bad.
That is a horrible
Who asked
fucking
that?
question. Who asked that?
And that's just not fair.
Okay, we're keeping it private. Whoever that is, you feel fucking ashamed. You what fucking
Whoever
question
that
is
is. Whoever that is.
Sorry,
It's not a
I
terrible
won't be.
question.
I'll answer.
Yeah, it's not a
it.
terrible
Who are
question.
you
Oh, who am I killing? Myself. After hearing that question, I don't know. Sorry, Keen. Luke drives me everywhere, so I'll kill Keen.
That's fair, yeah,
That's
that's fair.
fair.
Enough, yeah.
I gotta look out for myself. If
You
I'm
could take
murdering
his
somebody.
you could take his Instagram followers.
You brought this on yourself for having abs. Fuck you.
Would you sing your own song down to the ring?
I would.
Ooh.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to fucking just have the Britney Spears microphone. You know? Come out with the dance routine. These boots are made for walking. Come out the curtain like one boot is just like peering out. And don't censor that. I'm wearing shoes. Censor that.
Oh yeah, actually.
Censor any mention of shoes. But I fucking love to do that. It's a good song. Billy Ray Cyrus. Yup.
He's amazing, actually. Yeah.
So this one goes boots. What's your favorite chain of high street chemists? That's a legit question as well. Look at.
Oh, that's a tough one. Boots. Oh my god. What would I ever pick? I'm definitely not stalling for answers to say anything but boots.
It's definitely Holland and Barrett.
The Holland and Barrett, yeah.
It always happens.
So next one for 2024, who would you want to wrestle, where and when? That's what I want. So who would you want to wrestle and where would you want to wrestle them? So this could be like fucking you and Noonan at WrestleMania. Winner gets the apps.
Winner gets the Instagram bots. I would, fuck it. Yeah, I would wrestle Keen. Mid card Scrapmania. I'd love to.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be a great match.
Yeah, me as a bad guy.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, you're big and fat and hairy like cowboy. You wear black, be a bad guy. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm a good guy.
That was so mean.
It took a twist like halfway through the podcast, and it's just been like.
These questions become the worst of them. Look what you people do. You people.
Whoa. Calm down, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, brother?
I'm throwing this one on Shane properly. This is from James Nation, just because he keeps bothering me about this.
Hey, James!
Because he keeps bothering me about this milk gimmick. He goes, "What size are your boots? And could you please, for me, scream boots?"
Right. Do you want the kayfabe size or the real size?
Kayfabe?
I was size 2.
If I see anybody with a measuring tape, I'm going to run. Size 14.
That's a big boot.
That's a big boot. That I definitely have.
You know what they say about big boots?
Small cock.
Big
True.
sock.
Now,
You pronounce cock as sock.
Now, one person sent in, because she had a shit ton of questions and she didn't want to type all at once, a voice note, and I forgot to write down the things. So I can play the voice note for you. It's from Steph.
Cut it here, and we'll play the voice note.
Okay. And just put up on screen like what questions.
So,
I hate asking questions. Okay.
don't fucking do it! I hate asking questions. Don't do it!
dream opponent for 2024.
It
Can't be MJF.
You've only been asked this like 4 times.
Yeah, I'll keep giving different, because I have a bunch of them. I'd love to wrestle the Sun.
I like it.
I'm shocked we haven't had that yet.
Well, technically we've had, but I'd wrestle him. I'd love to wrestle him one-on-one.
John, I think I suppose the kind of story in that match, as you could tell, would be quite funny. I do like it.
Yeah.
Like he's just there in the bag pulling out boots. Like
Yeah, I go into. Oh no, I don't want to spoil it. I have an idea that could be kind of funny, but I don't want to spoil it.
Well, that's a good one, actually. So, like again, you kind of already answered this, but this is bringing someone in. Dream import match in Ireland.
Ooh.
Well, he's already been.
LJ Cleary.
He's already been in OTT, so I could say Jay White for this as well.
Yeah.
And MJF as well. They're both.
MJF was there.
Where the fuck was I at this time? Like,
This is
seriously.
2019. Jay White was on the first the first National Stadium show. I can't remember who he wrestled. Maybe was it Paul Tracy? No. But MJF was on one of the homecoming shows.
2019.
Yeah.
Him and Justy. Yeah.
Justy.
Angel.
Import. Do. I don't watch much wrestling.
It could be
Joe would
anyone that
actually.
we've had.
Joe's a match that I'd enjoy to watch actually, which would be an import. I know he's been here already. Is you and Luke Jacobs?
Oh yeah.
I've only watched him at the stadium, but yeah, like I've only seen him in one multi-man match.
Yeah.
I know he had a match against Kenta the day before, but I didn't watch it. Don't watch wrestling. But yeah, if his stuff is cool, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, he's known for his like hard, like strong
Yeah,
style,
yeah.
isn't he? Yeah, yeah, a bit of strong style wouldn't hurt anybody, bar me, my chest.
And last question then now is not talking about your own, your favourite match so far, or your favourite match of 2024, and Irish wrestling.
2023.
Or 2023 in Irish wrestling.
My favorite match of
Can't be one
2024
of your own.
is me and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
I can't believe you're going to
Music
take.
anymore.
I can't believe you're
It's still
taking
in
the
it.
title off him.
2023. Fudge. Of the year, I think either Jay White and MJF or MJF and Danielson, I think, are the two best matches I've seen this year overall. In Irish wrestling, fuck, that's a hard one because I've seen so much. It's all blending in. I really enjoyed Keane and Robbie X. I don't think it was the best match ever, but I had such an investment in that match. I was fucking losing my mind. Name me every match that happened.
Sam O'Mari.
Yeah, that was fine. I like that. That was good.
Unsanctioned match. Steve, Mike, and Jay.
That was fine as well. Some guys
Trent,
got second.
Demo, Corbin. At,
That happened.
Yeah, with the lights off.
Yeah, that happened.
Big
That was
Boots
cool.
Murphy versus Butch Armstrong. That was fucking trash.
That was there.
Terry Thatcher versus Butch.
Jane
No.
Kenta,
That was there.
Mox, and Pico.
That was there. Oh, that was very good. Actually, that was very, very good. The tag match from that stadium as well, the draw versus Grizzly Young
Yeah,
Vets, that was
yeah.
very good as well.
Even the four-way tag from that match was actually quite fun.
Sam winning the GN title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Fucking yup, Sam. Jesus Christ. What wrestling? I remember Charlie Sterling and Omari being very good.
Yeah.
that was a very
back in
good
January, I
match.
think, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. When Jay like busted his head off
Yeah.
the floor. Don't do that, Jay. That's weird. Fuck.
There's been a load of them. There's
tough
been
one.
so many matches like that have been absolutely like brilliant this year.
Yeah.
Like between fucking like I still stand by it when we talk about this on next week's episode. Like fucking rivalry of the year for me was fucking Raven Creamer and O'Connor, like hands down. It's like there's been so much this year alone. It's hard to pick.
I know there's a match that I watched. I was probably losing my fucking mind. Oh, that was last year. Fuck, I was going to say LJ Cleary and Matt Cardona. That was last year. Fuck.
That was a great match.
Shit.
There's LJ Trent.
LJ Trent is very good. Their 7-minute match I thought was very, very good.
I actually thought that was the best of the two. I really enjoyed that
Yeah,
one.
100%. I don't have an answer. I think maybe Charlie and Omari. I think was the best match. Or there was Maxted and Omari as well.
Yeah.
Anything Omari does is really fucking good. Bar being a prick.
Yeah.
Dave and Sky Davis and Terry Thatcher. That was a very, very good
That was a
match.
great match as well, actually.
That was a great squash match.
Cheers again, Terry, for jumping out and talking to me. Appreciate it.
I'm sure Be Cool's had a match that I absolutely loved. I just cannot remember.
The Moxley one, yeah. He had the Moxley won the one of the tag titles with Jay.
He fought you.
For me, I really like that match. That was one of my dream
When did that
performances.
match?
NLW. That was one of my dream matches in Irish wrestling, and I got to have it. And it was originally there was a gauntlet match on that show, I believe. I was originally supposed to be in that, and then the week after, he came up to me. Jamie Coleman came up to me and was like, "No, you're wrestling Barry now," and I was like, "Even better!" Hallelujah! And I really enjoyed that match. So. I'm just gonna say one that stuck in my head was Omari and Charlie Sterling.
It was a great match. It was a really
very,
good
very
match.
good match. And the second time he wrestled on that show as well. He wrestled in the opener. Bad.
Well, I'm going to end this very differently. So before I go ending the show, I'll let you get in your few minutes, just for you.
In my few minutes.
Yeah, ask whatever questions you want and stuff like that. Because I'm going to end this very differently than what we normally do.
These very good questions. I would not want to kill anybody. Please do not ask me to kill somebody, please.
Are you a gamer?
I am a gamer, yes.
What's your favorite video game?
Oh god, here we go. This is another hour.
This is going to
We'll
be.
keep it short. We'll keep it short. This is my last question.
No, I'm taking my time. I think I'm a very basic gamer.
Before I go to favorite game, what console? What console are we talking about?
I have a shit ton of consoles. I have an N64. I have a PlayStation 1 to 4. I have games on my PC. I have an Xbox One, an Xbox 360. I have a Wii.
I like this guy.
You're matching me here.
Yeah. Do I have another console? I don't.
I think we win by a Switch, and that's it.
Oh no, I have a Switch. Fuck yes, I have a Switch. Yes. I had a Nintendo 3DS, but I sold that because I didn't play it.
GameCube?
No, I don't. I wouldn't mind a GameCube, but then the Wii is backwards compatible, so I might as well
True.
get the
Yeah,
games.
true.
But I really love Resident Evil 2 remake. I think that's a fantastic remake. I love Resident Evil 7 and 8 as well. I love The Last of Us 1 and Part 2. And controversially, I like Part 2 more.
Really?
Yeah. I love Part 2 so much. Especially the controversial sex scene. Yay! Boobs! In video games! No, I genuinely I love that, and I'm a big Call of Duty mark, and I used to have a YouTube channel. I still have.
I think we all did.
Yeah, I used to make Call of Duty Zombies videos.
What?
And I knew all the lore at one point, but I don't anymore.
You've seen my tattoo.
I've seen your tattoos, yeah, and Martin 115 was like.
That's exactly where that came from. I'm a massive fucking COD zombies nerd. Like she'll attest for it. I'm a fucking massive COD zombies nerd.
Who are you talking to? There's no one
The
there.
camera person. This
Oh.
like it's invisible person that nobody can see. You know?
Our
Nobody
live
joking,
studio
nobody
audience.
Yeah. That's who you cheer.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's my only question.
that's our question. So I'm gonna end this very differently because now we did this. I kind of did this with Sam, but I didn't. Didn't make my own fun as well. So not a lot of people know. They know about Sam. You have been so inspirational to helping us. You have no idea. Because this man reached out to us one day, I think it was after one of those shows on the fucking wall, and gave us a long ass fucking sentence of like how good we can be, how much he fucking wants us to be the fucking best, and all this shit. And you've no idea how much that lit a fire under my arse. Because I'm the one that does all the fucking ending and stuff. Like, so it's kind of just a moment to say like, thank you so much for all the support you've ever given us. We fucking greatly appreciate it. Because
a lot.
that fire, like we would have just kind of continued on, you know, trying to improve, but like getting that message, and I'm not joking because I sent the screenshot to the boys that night. I was like, right lads, I'm gonna like step up now and like, I cannot wait for you guys to see what we have for 2024. I can't wait to like have the lads on in whatever capacity again, because like honest to God, this has been the most fun year possible, and that's because of yourself, Sam, and all the boys who have like for some reason gone, yeah, we'll go talk to those fucking marks.
It's because you're not pricks. You know, it's
talk for him.
it's
Hang on a minute.
it's like the fact that you've had Joe Cabray on, you've had Damo on, you've had Sam on, right? These are people that if you're not likable, they will not fuck with you. Like, you know, especially Joe. If Joe's like, because like I don't know what your reach is now, but like when you had Joe on, I don't think you had as much of a reach as you do now.
No.
But he still came on.
Yep.
Still came on to talk about mental health. So I think that's just a testament to not being dickheads, you know. And as well, like you guys are starting to become like Hard Knocks. You're starting to show up backstage and stuff like that, and you're still not being dickheads. There's some people that like get access backstage and they become the biggest fucking saps on the planet, and you're just sat there. None of the boys like you. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. But you guys recognize that you're fans and you're treating yourselves as critics, you know, which the best type of critic is somebody that wants to love what they criticize, you know, and you guys do criticize what you love, but you also love what you want to love.
Yeah.
And I think that shows in your earnest attempts at making podcasts and bringing in different questions and getting fan questions and such. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep improving. Get on TikTok. Get a full-time editor if you can. I know it's fucking expensive. Just keep, because you guys are giving platforms to guys like myself and maybe even guys who don't have the editing abilities or don't have the camera equipment that I would have, to put stuff out on social media, because they can do an interview here, cut up a clip and put it on their own socials and have that bit of exposure that they wouldn't have had before. And yeah, just continue not being pricks, just be nice and know your place, which as like, this is me being a complete and utter dickhead, and I'm gonna take it with fucking stride. I am a dickhead. It's really annoying when somebody comes in behind the scenes and thinks they know something. You're not putting your body on the line. You're not in the logistics of running this show. You're just here to either as somebody's friend or partner or something, or you are somebody who has just gotten lucky and has been able to come backstage, and you walk around treating people like you're owed friendship and you're owed a seal of approval from the boys. You're not. I think you guys have earned a seal of approval, but that's because you're dickheads. It's because you're fucking dickheads. No, it's because you guys aren't dickheads and you approach things professionally and not. Isn't it cool that I'm one of the boys now? You're not the boys. The boys are the boys, but you're nice. So
That's what I'm telling you.
we treat you with respect.
I'm terrified to do fucking anything. We got invited before the celebrations. Just go behind. We got invited to go where you guys are setting up and all that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no. He's like, why? Come on. No, I'm okay, thanks. I'm gonna go up there and just sit there. I'll see you at the show.
I will say as well, I got invited to do it, and I was there. But part of that reason was I got roped into helping set up the ring, so I kind of got dragged in as well.
Was that Axel?
I think it was just everybody.
All right.
Was like, ring, bring it in.
Yeah, and that'll go a long way. That you helping to set up the ring, goes a long way. Then somebody coming behind the scenes and not helping at all, even just bring out the fucking chairs. But the fact that you were helping, what were you putting on boards, helping shit like that?
I was kind of bringing in the ring posts and different bits.
Even something as simple as that. You're not coming and going, look at me, I'm backstage. Look at me, I'm part of kayfabe. Oh, that I know what's going to happen. Fuck off.
It was funny. The one thing that I kept saying while being there, I was like, I shouldn't be here. Why am I here? This is unbelievable.
We were like that with LJ. We were here for LJ's last training session, and I just kept sitting in the car. I was like, we shouldn't be here. Even Steve was taking the group photo, which I can see now, and so Steve's like, get up there. I was like, no, we're grand. Look, let's have your school photo.
We actually said to him, it's like, no, let us take the picture and you go up there.
Yeah. Get in the ring.
It's crazy.
So yeah, if you are a wrestling fan and you find yourself with the opportunity, or even if you're a wrestler and you find yourself with the opportunity to be backstage, don't be a dickhead. Don't think that you're part of the show and you've not lifted a finger. You're just backstage. It's disrespectful if you think you're one of the boys and you've done nothing. I feel like a fraud sometimes, and I've been in the ring. I feel like a fraud, and if you have not helped bring the ring upstairs in the Europa Hotel, fuck off thinking that you're one of the boys, right? That is one of the most. We have a fucking €5,000 mirror to not hit with four fucking sidebars going up that fucking thing. The amount of times that's been tipped and people have been like, oh, we're fucked, if you've not just done that, not helped out with that, fuck off. You're not one of the boys. That's just me being a dickhead.
Oh well.
Look,
oh well. Whatever.
Appreciate the kind words. As we always say, we're just friends having a bit of fun. That's all we're doing. But no, appreciate that.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna start critiquing every match he does now.
I'm sure you're on your own.
But before we end up all this stuff again, we mentioned it last week. We want to tell everyone about the giveaway that we're doing. So for the end of fucking years, like 2023, the FiveMarks doing a giveaway where we're giving away a signed copy of Foxy's brand new comic, a FiveMarks t-shirt, and Mr. Gallicini, I don't know why, has graciously given us a t-shirt of the Steph Mouse to give away too. So if you want to,
And you know what? I'm going to add on to that as well.
Oh.
Not really. Not really.
Give myself away.
Gallicini has a better paying job than I do.
I was literally expecting like I'm going to give myself. You got to spend a day with boots.
You got a signed boot.
What those
Who's paying for it? It's not me. I'm not paying for it.
Do you know the really like cheap shit?
I'll pay for the marker.
Do you know the really like cheap shit when you just get like shoes on?
Yeah.
yeah.
Rips shoes on.
But if you want to enter that giveaway, you can check it out on our socials. They should be up by now. So yeah, Carmo.
What's our socials?
FiveMarks Pod on X or Twitter, whatever we call it. FiveMarks Podcast everywhere else.
Boots, you've got 2 minutes to promote any social medias, any shows, anything at all that you want to
Check out Cian Noonan everywhere.
He has enough. You have enough. Yeah, so just the main thing: TikTok, Twitter. I was about to say Tinder. Find me on Tinder,
Hey,
ladies.
if you want to promote that as well.
I'm on there. Find me, please. No, so Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Don't think I have anything else. Yeah, just keep coming to shows. I might show up, hopefully. Check out the next Hard Knox show. Hopefully, I'll be on that. Check out the next OTT show. Hopefully, I'll be on that. And just keep being cool. If you are cool, if you're not cool, change that. Don't change.
Where's the apple? Get the apple now.
Can't eat that.
I got to spend some time in the locker room with him.
Yeah, that's actually pretty safe.
But yeah, check out their socials as well. And give a follow on Spotify and such. Yeah, this is if there's any other wrestlers that are wanting to do podcasts, these guys are quite cool. And again, they're not dickheads. So how about you reward people not being dickheads? So yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Carmel.
Well, look, I normally end the episode, but for once,
Of course he does this.
It's Big Boots Murphy's time!
Big Boot Murphy!
You listen here, you little shit! How about you? Yeah, come back next time! And what's a ding ding dong or something?
You got it. Go on, keep
Ding
going.
dong ding dong! Ah!
Boots.
Boots!
Oh no.
I feel scared of my life.
That's when the
Boots!
That's when the FiveMarks.